So this mystery box comes courtesy of the boys over at Bombing Science. Big shout out and thank you to them. Today we'll be checking out the new high flow from Dang. I've done a review of the low pressure. Oh wait, what do we got here? Got some Dang mini moth. Lou, nice. I don't know what we'll do to mix these in the batch, but maybe we'll do a little bonus demo at the end. Purple, chrome silver, and a red. Oh, not quite pink. Right on. Well, big shout out for the extra bonus. I've yet to see these colors, so we'll go through the mix live. Ooh, and the high flow XLs. Nice, the 600 millimeter, big boy friends. High fluoro pink, silver gold. Nice. Before we get into the piece, let's do a proper cap test, get an idea how high pressure these cans actually are, and maybe we'll tailor our styles to that. How about we go for the Signal Red to start? Alright, I grabbed a little mix set of caps before leaving the house here. Alright, we'll be starting with the stock tip. Got a nice orange dot on there. Nice. Check out that. Almost a full size of a can on the stock tip. Heavy coverage too. Right on. Universal. Cream. Blue dot. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a blue dot spray that big. Beige dot. Ooh, I like that. Gray dot. Pocket cap. So we got the brains from last time around. Lego, of course. NY Fat. Great coverage on that. NY Skinny. Ooh, NY Skinny locks up. Now we're into the fat caps. Pink dot, of course. Nice. Black and pink. A little bit bigger, a little bit higher output. Silver fat. Look at that. Bigger than the can. Last up, fluoro fat. That's where it's at. Look at that. Proper needle. Solid 2 feet from the wall with that. And calligraphy tips for a little fanning. Nice. Looking good. Really like that fluoro fat. Skinnies were high output, but no drips, which is good to see. Stayed a little far away from the wall, but you know, that's how you play it. Needle cap's also a fun one with the high distance. All right, there you have a little spread. Let's get into it. Since we got the high output on our side, I'm going to start in with the Lego cap as my outline. No sense in doing a perfect linear outline when you got all the high pressure to work with. Alright, so more or less tag the wall in the size I want. Now we're going to hit it with the white to get our actual outline kind of sketched in there now that we got the sizing kind of down. Well, the Dang high flow definitely kept me done with the outline pretty fast. Went for a super like saucy E, and same with the S, kind of a lot of flow and flavor there. You gotta go for a big time chrome with this. Big enough format, high flow. Let's give the XL a try out for the main fill. Well, we went through most of the can, but the fill is proper. Really hype on that. So, I don't know, maybe you get an extra 10 feet out of this can for a single fill, but beyond happy with that. Definitely would have emptied a regular size can. I gotta figure out where I want to do the 3D first before we get to the backfill. Let's get that in with our glass. The NY Fat's building up a little bit. That blue dot was kind of fun. I went for my normal size 3D and it's definitely not big enough. We'll drop that lower. I was really liking how the red in the backdrop was working after I sketched it and put the chrome on top, so maybe we'll do some kind of fire clouds, see how that plays. I like going a little overkill on the clouds here, just so when I come with my 3D I can cut it back perfectly and I don't have to worry about ever touching the background again. Got a little bit left in the small can of black here, so hopefully it'll be mildly lower pressure and then we'll get some nice cuts there. Well, all my cream caps are lagging. Right. You heard that as the last of the high pressure tall boy. You got a touch left in the small can. Let's give it a stomp. May have gotten away with the last line here. Well, needless to say, the Dang High Flow came in proper today. Ready for the final reveal. Let's run through a little breakdown of the performance that I found with these cans. So some really nice high points. You know, we saw plenty of high pressure from these, really those super fat caps like the Fluoro Fat, and even the Lego and stuff were giving us massive output all the way through. Really happy to see that. And both the regular size and the jumbo seemed to have the same pressure, so that was cool to see. They both were definitely locked and loaded. So depending on the cap you're using, of course, you know, you get some soft edges here and there, so proximity to the wall is a big help to make sure you get a nice coverage with each pass. The chrome worked really well, black worked really well. Much the same as my review with the low pressure. The actual opacity on some of those lighter colors like the yellow definitely showed through. I ended up using a full can of yellow here on just that small throwy, and that was to make sure we got a nice coverage over that dark background. So that's kind of the most extreme and worst case scenario. So just keep that in mind. You might end up using a little bit more paint in order to get a full fill on there. But if you're into it and just need to work fast, probably not an issue for you. They come in at, you know, $5 for the small guys and a little bit over $7 for the jumbos. So altogether, for kind of that economy corner of the market, definitely Dang's gonna have you covered. I did a couple quick hit ups with the purple mop and was super happy to see that really dense opacity and awesome smooth drips from it. I was even able to go for less pressure on the bottle and got smooth, crisp lines without any drips. So very tailored to how you want to use it, and happily impressed there. So be sure to maybe check those out if you're on the site as well. Drop a comment if you tried out the high flow or you have a critique of how it went down here. Always interested to hear from the greater good here. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to spray that like button or consider subscribing. I've got a well-endowed channel here with different graffiti reviews, different graffiti process videos, a little bit of everything for everybody. So maybe consider subscribing if you enjoyed what you saw. That's really going to do it for me, guys. Peace.